No saben, lo mismo que pueden ver por aquí que por allá que por cualquier lado.
Nu zachtloosheid.
Dat moet dat dan nog weten. Dat is het.
Wow. Everything in the city.
That's got to be the castle.
Yeah.
Probably not. It's probably the airport.
The airport, yeah. The airport. Probably the airport.
North. Yeah, the curve is like
that's the
right
castle.
here. Yeah, it goes, but you're right, it does ring.
Yeah, I'm not going to go.
I'm not sure. Sometimes I get a picture. Where my view? Where is it? Which corner? Give me a hand. I was like, get my hand. She's like, yeah, I think so. I think so too. Alright. Focus! Look at me! Anyway, this is the Pincus Synagogue. It is the second oldest synagogue in the city of Prague. It was built in the year 1535. And it is not an active synagogue anymore. However, it does house memorials to the victims of the Holocaust, okay? And the most important one, you can actually see right through that window. By the way, this is a very Jewish tour. You see a lot of things for free that you should technically be paying for, like the cemetery and like this. Anyway, the most important exhibit is the exhibit through that window. And you can see that there are a lot of drawings there, okay? All of those drawings, those were done by children. And some of you may have heard of a camp called Terezin. Terezin was, they call it a concentration camp, but it was not a death camp. It was actually used for propaganda, to show the world that the Nazis were not doing anything wrong to the Jews. So a lot of the Jews that lived there, you really think that's funny?
I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's kind of, I guess so. I mean, it's a bit sad, but yeah. So the Jews that lived there, they worked there, and the kids actually went to school there. But unbeknownst to the rest of the world, most of the people who were at Terezin were sent to concentration camps where they were killed later on. Now, the children who went to school at Terezin, it was really hard for them to focus and concentrate on their lessons because they were sad. They were taken away from their homes and their friends and their families. So, their art teacher, her name was Friedel Drucker Brandeis, and she sat them down and she said, draw whatever you want. And many children drew happy scenes, you know, butterflies in fields and, you know, spending time with family. But several children drew really sad and almost horrific scenes. A little boy drew a picture of himself with 3 Nazi soldiers holding guns to his head. Now, most of the children who drew these pictures were sent to death camps where they died. However, and Friedel Drucker Brandeis, their art teacher, was sent to a concentration camp as well. But before she was sent away to be killed, she managed to hide 4,500 paintings in a suitcase, and the Nazis never found it. It was found after World War II, and today these paintings rotate between the Pincus Synagogue and the Camp of Terezin. And it's especially important to remember the children of the Holocaust, because when you think about children, they really don't leave anything behind, right? They never get married, so there's no wedding certificate. They never work, so there's no working permit or working visa, right? So for many of these children, this is the only thing we have left that they ever did, really. And for some children, this is the only way we know that they even existed on the planet Earth. So it is really sad, really heart-wrenching. I've been to a lot of Holocaust memorials, and this is really one of the most kind of gut-wrenching ones. And it is included in the Jewish Museum ticket if you guys would like to see that. But it is closed Saturday, so don't plan your Saturday for that. Alright, we are going to cross the street and talk about a very important Czech Jew. Almost as important as Katka.